This is a hot, bothered mess. It's gotta go. We gotta get rid of it. I won't miss you. I promise. I will not miss you, but we're gonna get rid of that, guys. I'm gonna show you which one I picked up. Let's get started. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another video. We're here in the garage. You can see the ZX6R. It has no name, but it's behind me on the motorcycle stand. We just did those two videos. Now we're banging out another video. It's time to delete the rear fender off of this bike. It is not good at all. It is... We're just gonna call it like that, all right? It's done. In any case, be sure to check out my gaming channel, Acrylics with a 1, right there on the screen. You guys saw it during the intro. Check me out on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube for all the live streams. Stop in anytime. We'll talk about games and cars. And don't forget TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, all socials for Acrylics. And be sure to check out the gaming website, acrylics.com, with an exclusive section for Drive with Demons merchandise. Be sure to check that out as well. Let's get going. Let me show you guys which fender delete I got, and let's get started. This is a hot, bothered mess. It's gotta go. We gotta get rid of it. I won't miss you. I promise. I will not miss you, but we're gonna get rid of that, guys. I'm gonna show you which one I picked up. Let's get started. The servo motor needs to be removed, so we're gonna remove this 10mm right there, and this one right here. It's gonna come up, and once we get it out of the way, we can start disconnecting everything for the taillights. Love working on Japanese cars and Japanese bikes. Everything's metric, very easy. It's a very well put together bike, if I do say so myself. Now we can move the servo motor out of the way. We're gonna just let it hang. This is just gonna give us a little bit of extra room. We are looking at 4 hex nuts in here. It's gonna be really tough to get those out of here, because there's 4 of them. You can see 1 right here, 2, 3, and there's 1 right under here, number 4. You can see the 4th one's like right over here. It's gonna be really tough to access those with a regular hex or Allen wrench. So I'm gonna use the socket. You can see these are the ones that I'm talking about. If you need those tools, I'll put a link in the information box below. And this is going to remove the rear assembly. There you go. Now you can see all 4 of the hex bolts as well as the 2 Phillips screws. All of them have to be removed in order to lower the taillight assembly. Don't leave the 2 Phillips screws in there thinking that just the Allen bolts are the ones that have to come out, because that's not the case. There it goes. The whole taillight assembly is coming down as we speak. So you guys see here the green, and then the one with the black and yellow. There's 2 of those. Those are the turn signals. License plate is the 2 black cables on the separate connector. So the license plate light has now been disconnected. We're gonna go over here and disconnect the turn signals next. They're just push tabs to release. There we go. So this assembly is removed. It is all good. This is the highest quality fender delete that I found online. It definitely is as good as it looked online. This is very sturdy bracket that fits right underneath. I'm actually gonna check it right now. This 100% fits a 2023 ZX6R. I was right, this is the newest one. I'm gonna put a link to this in the information box below. 19 through 23 is different. Got the light right here for the license plate and the adapters to use a turn signal. So let's get started. Okay guys, here is the factory turn signal adapter. If you're going to be running the factory turn signals, if not, here is the aftermarket one. The proper way to set this up, the license plate bracket comes up on an angle, and you're going to mount this like so with the nuts and washers, and that's going to give you your factory turn signal adapter right there. I'm going with the aftermarket turn signals, so we're gonna go ahead and set it up like that. All right, so I got my aftermarket turn signal here. I'm gonna go ahead and slide it through the adapter. So we're making sure that this thing mounts up properly, and it does. It's a direct fit. This is quite easy. Moto Dynamic has done a great job. They made this seem specifically the exact ones I chose, unless they're all the same, but this was a direct fit. It's very easy. See, look at that. Turn signal is on. We would be mounting it. This is where we would be mounting it, and then we would turn this and lock it in place, and that's how the turn signal will work. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use 1 hex nut with 1 washer. We're gonna stick it through to the adapter on this turn signal just like this. On this side, we're gonna put a nut and a washer, tighten this down and adjust it right where we want, and we should be good to go. There are 2 different size washers in here. Use the larger one for the turn signal mounts, and that goes for the nuts as well. You gotta kind of finagle this to get it past the turn signal. Once you do that, it's easy. We're gonna tighten it on this side while holding the back with a 10mm, and this will be done in no time. There we go. Let's move the bracket a little bit, get it into position, figure out exactly where we want it. There we go, perfect. I've got it set up so it's in the little groove right here on the other side, of course, though. There we go, 1 turn signal is down. Okay, so the Moto Dynamic rear fender delete is set up with the aftermarket turn signals. You guys can see that right there. Very easy install. We're gonna get this on the back of the bike. We're gonna line this up with all the factory holes. We're gonna do 1 bolt and 2 washers and 1 nut for each hole. So you wanna make sure to have a washer on every bolt on both sides. Before we do that, we gotta get the license plate light right here installed. That's next. Okay, time to set up the light for the license plate. 2 nuts are already threaded on. We're gonna run this through the hole one at a time. You see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put 1 through the hole first. And then once it's through, we'll go ahead and we'll get the other one pushed through the hole. There we go. Once they're both through, we'll mount this. I'm gonna come around the back, put these back on. We'll just have to tighten them down. There is an adapter cable to plug this directly into the factory harness. So Moto Dynamic has done the work to make this an easy install. Very easy. These are 8mm nuts. So I'm using my 8mm wrench just to tighten this down. Now, you guys are wondering, these pin connectors, you can't really quite see them, but these right here will slide into the factory harness because the holes are just large enough. Turn signals are gonna go through the bottom one here to help keep them neat. Pull them straight through like that. There we go. Same thing on this one. Make sure to stuff this all the way inside the turn signal. You don't want them to leak. Stuff them all the way in. You'll have nothing to worry about. This way, there's nothing showing over here. It'll be nice and snug. Water won't get in there. It's also under the tire, but the tire is gonna splash some stuff back up on this. So that's why I wanted to be safe. The last turn signal coming through. See how clean that is. We're gonna get the first nut installed here to start it. So this way it will not fall down. Threading the last bolt through. I'm gonna snug these down once I connect everything. We're gonna run the connector for the tail light, which is this harness here. We're gonna connect the white wire to the white and the black to the black. This goes into the harness, and now license plate light should now turn on. We got the 2 turn signals right there. We're gonna plug this back in. You never get confused because the triangular looking white connector is for the servo and the regular 2-pin is for the license plate light. We're now plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn the bike on. Make sure the license plate light turns on. And it does. We're good to go on that. Let's go ahead and run the turn signals. The ground is going to be the black and yellow, which is the left one. I want to be clear that this is not Moto Dynamic fault. However, the turn signals are not working with the factory relay as they have less resistance, so they're trying to speed up the turn signals, and since they're sequential, they don't light up properly. However, that's unrelated to this video. As far as Moto Dynamic rear fender delete, it is absolutely spectacular. You guys can see how much better the tail light looks, and you guys can see how much better it looks without that crazy factory fender coming all the way back. Look at the size of this thing. Like, if this was all hooked up, this is what it would look like. It'd be way back here. It's crazy. That just cleans it up so nice. Looking absolutely incredible. Such a great design, worth every penny. You guys are looking at getting one, definitely check out Moto Dynamic. There is 2 models, one for all ZX6Rs up until 2019, and then 2019 through 2023 is a different set. You guys can see the turn signals are operating flawlessly with the 4-ways on, or the hazards. The sequential lights are working flawlessly. Now, if I turn the hazards off and just leave one signal on in either direction, you can see how much faster it is, and it doesn't turn the sequential light on because it's speeding up too quickly. You're going to need a relay no matter what, so I would not hook up resistors. I would just run a relay from TSD Industry. 20 bucks fixes this problem completely. So that wraps up the Moto Dynamic rear fender delete on the Ninja ZX6R, as well as the B-Lily LED sequential turn signal install. However, in an upcoming video, we're going to finish off the rest of the install with the B-Lily turn signal, show you guys how to install a turn signal relay, pigtail harness to make it significantly easier. What do you guys think? Hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something. If you plan on doing a fender delete on your motorcycle, this is definitely the one that I would choose. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping in. Be sure to check out my gaming channel, the Acrylics with a 1 right there on the screen. Acrylics one and only. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Definitely want to check out the live streams and hang out over there. Be sure to check me out, Joseph Corey, on Apple Music and Spotify. Dropped a few brand new singles this month, as well as a couple last summer. Lots of new music coming as well. We'll catch you guys in the next upload or live stream. Be easy, take care of yourselves. Deuces.